Salesforce Space Station.
Hello and welcome to today's video on approval process in Salesforce. In the next 5 minutes, we'll explore what approval process is and walk you through the steps to create them in Salesforce. So first, let's understand what an approval process is. It is a systematic way to review, approve, or reject records such as opportunities, leads, or custom object. It allows organization to define specific criteria and workflows that ensure the appropriate people to review and approve records. So let's walk through the steps to create one in Salesforce. First, log into your org and then go to Setup, which I'm already here. And then in the quick find, just type in approval process, or you can also look for process automation. So let's click here. So in this page, you should see a button to create an approval process. So make sure that the object or the correct object is selected. So in this sample, I'll be using opportunity. Then below here, you should see all active and inactive approval processes. So click on this button. You will see two options, Jumpstart Wizard or Standard Setup Wizard. Jumpstart allows single approval step, while the standard allows multiple approval steps. So for this sample, we'll be using the standard one. So in the interest of time, I've already created a sample approval process that we can use. So I'll select that. So I'll just edit this so I can show you all the steps that I have done. So here, first step is you need to provide the name and description. Second step is to specify entry criteria. So this is where you would specify what type of records should enter the approval process. So for my sample, I've added opportunity amount greater than 50,000. So all opportunity that has an amount greater than 50,000 should enter the approval process. So for step 3, this is where you would define approver field and record editability properties. So I have selected the standard one, which is the manager, but you can use other custom user fields. And then email template, you can use this email template to notify approvers that an approval request has been assigned to them. For the approval page layout, so you will see a sample here that you can click, and then you can select all the fields necessary for the approval. So I have here name, owner, amount, but you can add other available fields. Next is the initial submitter. So who are the users that are allowed to submit the initial request for approval? So you have other option. You can use role, user, roles and subordinates. But for now, I'll be using the opportunity owner. So I have defined the initial steps for creating the approval process. Now you will see here submission actions, approval steps, final approval action, and then final rejection action. So, initial submission action is the action that will happen once the record has been submitted for approval. So, for now, it's just locking the record from being edited, but you can add other action. You can have task, email alert, field update, or even outbound message. So, for the approval steps, first, it should go to the manager as we have defined, but you can add more. For example, this should go to general manager after the manager. So you can create new approval step here. For the final approval action, what I did here is just a field update. So once the opportunity has been approved, it should just update the opportunity stage. But then again, you can add other actions that you can define here. And then for final rejection action, this is the action that will happen once the record um, is rejected. So what I just did is add a task to the opportunity owner, letting them know that the approval was rejected. You also have recall option, but this is optional. This is not mandatory. So there you have it. That's how you create an approval process in Salesforce. Thank you.
Salesforce Space Station.